Hi everyone, it's me again, Isa, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing my June reset. Whew! Grabe, another month na naman. Who would have thought we're now on the 6th month of 2024? Sobrang bilis ng taon. And let me know in the comment kung ako lang yun. Pero for sure, some of you there are also feeling that way. So it's gonna be the usual routine, reviewing what happened last month, my highlights, my lowlights, things to improve, what happened to the to-do list that I shared, and also rating overall how the month has been. I'm also gonna be sharing with you some to-do list for the month of June. I'll be sharing my bullet journal setup for June, as well as where will my money go for the month of June. So if you're ready, let's begin. So bago ako magsimula, i-address ko muna ang bago for this video. So I have a new hair. Hindi ko na kinaya ang init, kaya nagpagupit na ako. It's not new for me to have this hair. Actually, I even have a shorter hair before. New hair. Sana mag-bring siya ng positive energy for the new month. Other than that, let's proceed to our May highlights. The first of my highlights is the Pansol trip that I had with my sisters. If you watched my May Diaries video, then you might have seen clips on our stay at Camp Huyals. So we also went to UP Los Baños, which is again a first time for me. And then, hindi ko na-share sa May Diaries, pero right after our Laguna trip, nag-decide kami, bago umuwi, na pumunta muna ng Quezon. We went to Lucban and we thought maabutan namin yung Pahiyas Festival, but sadly, tapos na pala siya. We still enjoyed kasi kumain kami ng Lucban, longganisa, tsaka pansit habhab. And syempre, nag-take home na rin tayo ng Lucban longganisa na sobrang sarap. Next highlight for me is the Chaching event. I also shared it on my May Diaries, but I got invited as Savings Pinay. It was held in Marco Polo, Ortigas, and I was able to be seated alongside some of my fellow personal finance bloggers, Amina of the Thrifty Pinay, Janice of the Pinay Investor, and of course, Sir Fitz of Ready to Be Rich. I also met with my S-friend, Steph. S-friend meaning best friend. Siya ang aking childhood friend. We've been friends since high school, and through the years, medyo nag-grow din yung friendship namin. Binisita ko sila sa bahay nila, as always. Malaman na usapan, update sa isa't isa ang nangyari over coffee. Galing tatay niya sa Tacloban, kaya ang dami ko ring nauwing pasalubong from them. So thank you so much, Steph, if you're watching this one. Marami ako social activities for me. For some reason, I also met with my former colleagues. So before I went freelance, meron akong pinagtrabahuan and I met with them. First, I met with Miss Yana. Hindi ko masyadong nakapag-bonding kasi at that time, nandun na yung sundo niya. Tapos naabutan pa ako ng malakas ng ulan. So, sayang. I also met with my previous superior and my previous teammate and we bonded over a dinner at Nanyang. Super happy to spend time, catch up with them as well. Another highlight for the month of May is I published some new posts over at my blogs. Kahit isa lang sila or dalawa, pero sobrang happy pa din ako na finally may bago na tayong contents. And that's it for my highlights for the month of May. As for my lowlights for the month of May, it's still the same, my commitment to my blog and routines. Feeling ko, ang dami ko pa rin wasted hours. Kung ma-resolve ko yun, yung productivity ko, and if I'm not procrastinating, I think I'll be able to do so much. With that, also to improve on next month will be my blogging and routines. And sana, yung momentum that I had for May, magtuloy-tuloy this June. Now, let's talk about what happened on my May to-do. So, sabi ko, I'll be doing a hard reset on blog and business content, and I want to maintain a schedule. Nagkulang pa din ako in terms of working in advance on my due dates, so I'm not gonna be putting a complete status on that one. Another is to try and have a consistent routines on my devotion, journal reading, movement, skincare, and supplement. I also missed some days, kaya I'm also not gonna be highlighting this as a complete one. Now, the other three to-dos that I had, the vlog for the Singapore-Malaysia trip, although I wasn't able to upload it, nandun na yung edited version sa akin na bigay na ng aking video editor, and I'm just gonna be polishing it again and definitely ipopost ko siya this month of June. I also visited SSS, Pag-ibig. Hindi ko nagawa yung PhilHealth, pero yung dalawa nagawa ko. So I think I can put it as a complete or a done to-do list. Processing documentary needs for Project X is also done. I still have a lot to do kasi madami talagang documentary needs yung project na to. Pero kahit papano, may mga nagawa naman tayo for the month of May. Now, am I happy with how I spent my time, money, and resources for the month of May? Definitely, yes. I'll be rating it as 7 out of 10. 1 point lower from last month. I have a lot of social life for the month of May. Was able to rekindle with relationships from colleagues, from my friends, and also attending social event at Chuching. So I'm very happy for that one. Now let's go to my June to-do list, and I have many listed here. So I have a new Bible. My goal for June is to finish studying Genesis, and I'm hoping yung bagong Bible that I have with me will be able to really help me navigate on the book of Genesis. Next, I want to catch up on my reading goals. I'm looking for a mid-year reset, kaya kailangan talaga makita ko na whether feasible ba to finish 25 books this year. And what I want to happen is to catch up on my reading. If I did finish 45 books this month of June, then medyo feasible na makatapos ako ng 25 books this year. Pero kung hindi ko magawa, I might decrease the number of books that I want to finish this year. Next, I still want to have consistent routines. Kaya sinama ko pa din sila. Of course, my Devo, being on top of my journaling, skincare, supplement, and doing a little movement every day. And I also want to spend time on the blog, as mentioned, hoping to continue the momentum I had from May this coming June. Still have things to finish for the documentary needs on Project X, and it has to be finished for the month of June. And lastly, I need to pay a visit to SSS, Pag-ibig, and PhilHealth once more. This time around, dapat sa Taguig na. And that's it for my to-do list for the month of June. Now let's go to my social media trackers. May was a good month for my YouTube channel. So I published 3 videos. I also earned a lot of subscribers. Thank you. So from 1,704 last April, I went up to 1,741. It's because of my income streams video. I plan to publish more of finance-related videos kasi nakita ko na mas gusto siya ng mga tao. With that, nag-increase din yung watch time hours natin. There is a significant increase to 121.3 watch time hours. For my short videos, there's also an increase of 1,554 number of short views. Now for my lifetime views, since I started doing YouTube, I now have 531,400. Let's go to Instagram. So for Instagram, I published 9 posts on the month of May. This is the highest so far pagdating sa mga na-publish natin na content for Isaglino. And I gained 4 new followers. So now we're at 711. For Savings Pinay, Instagram, I had 2 posts. Sadly, nag-continuous yung decrease ng followers natin. So I now have 1,165 compared to 1,166 last April. For Facebook, it's the same number of content for both Isaglino and Savings Pinay. As for the followers, for Isaglino, it remained at 257. And then for Savings Pinay, another lower number of followers. So it's now 6,626. Now for TikTok, it's also a good month. We published 6 new TikTok videos. I also received more followers, so we're now at 105. And the number of post views we had is 1,210. And that's it for our social media trackers. Now let's go through our hubs, the books that I finished for the month of May, the movies, shows that I watched, and other things in this hub. So for the books, I finished 2 for the month of May. I finished The Stranger in the Lifeboat by Mitch Albom. I rated it 4 out of 5. Nakakatatlong libro na ako ni Mitch Albom. I read Tuesdays with Maureen. I also read Have a Little Faith. And among the books of Mitch Albom, I think this Stranger in the Lifeboat is my favorite so far. I also finished The Great Gatsby, which is a classic read. It's from F. Scott Fitzgerald. For the longest time, gusto ko na itong mabasa at matapos na libro. And I finally conquered it last month. I rated it 4 out of 5. I think because classic nga siya, medyo matagal na libro, I had a bit of a hard time grasping what is happening in the story that I had to read it again and again. Kaya kahit ikli lang niya, almost 180 pages lang siya, matagal pa din bago ko siya natapos. Overall, it's a great storytelling from Scott Fitzgerald, and there's a reason people will recommend it. It's one of the books that you really need to read. Marami-rami din akong pinanood na movies and shows for the month of May. First is The Talented Mr. Ripley, the movie version. Since I finished the book last April, I decided to watch the film itself. It stars Matt Damon, and it's just the best movie ever. Great storytelling, medyo may pagka-psycho na movie. And then I also finished that series version sa Netflix naman. It's also a great adaptation, pero for me, the movie supersedes. I also watched Challengers with my sister. I've been in love with tennis ever since reading Cara Soto's back last year. Anything tennis, I just enjoyed it. And then to watch Challengers, wala. Talagang it made me fall in love with tennis ulit. Sobrang ganda ng movie, sobrang ganda ng execution niya. It has some pieces na medyo intense other than the playing tennis, pero overall it's really a great movie and I rated it even 5 stars. Then I rewatched Sky Castle on Netflix. This is the second time that I've been watching it.